Last week, not a pick six here, but an interception.
It's another Oski. When you intercept the pass, Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. Maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Running right, it's a handoff to Gordon. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Mike 5'9", Mike 5'9". Defense wins championships, baby. Mike 59. Mike 59.
A shotgun snap for Watson. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 36. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
The Browns' drive about to get started. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. The intended receiver was DK Metcalf. And now it's 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Mayfield down. He's got a 1st down and then some at midfield. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Metcalf once again the target, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
Protect. 180. Right there. 40's Mike. Regular. What's up? 40, Mike 40. Here we go. Yeah, check. Hey, Mike. Hey, no, let's switch the mic right here.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. He'll rifle this one deep. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Hey, high 7.
Watson now to throw again, eluding the pressure right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. It looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on third down. The final shot before the break. Watson, he's airing it out for Williams. And that'll be incomplete. Now, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's fourth down. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll give it to Gordon out of the shotgun. A gain of 3, second down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play, because that's been an issue for them in this game. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
On the ready.
52, right 52. Guys, it's game situation. Let's go. Out.
6-6. Pull it high. Let's go.
Watson to throw on 3rd and 1. He's got his man. It's Andrew. First down as he gets this to the 47. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 47. Out of the gun, Watson gets it to Gordon. And he's got this down to the 35. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Let's go, deep.
This is Gordon as they go to him again. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
Pilot, 64, weak.
Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field.
They'll run it here. This is James White. And they'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. James White, his first touchdown on the year, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Tucker with the extra point, and we are even at 10 apiece. So all square here in this third quarter as the kick's away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Now he finds his first carry, and down he'll go at the 25. 2 yards, good enough for a first. First down, Mayfield. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
An incomplete pass leads to second and 10 from the 25. Mayfield to throw it. They set up the screen to Chubb. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield, a really nice pickup.
Check it. 180. Run.
On first down, Hines. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Watch the run.
They run again with Hines. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right, he's pretty much been completely neutralized. The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on third.
Run.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's fourth down.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. And a fake here. Direct snap to the up man. And the gamble pays off. They get the first. 13 yards, a huge play on special teams. It's a first down. So in Raven territory now. Here's a first and 10 at the 39-yard line. This is Hines. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Well, we had a number of good games in the afternoon sessions, but this Sunday nighter might top them all. So we come up here on first and 10. A run with Chubb on first down, not going to be a good one. He won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's second and 11. They'll try to throw here. Mayfield. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. DK Metcalf, his 9th touchdown of the season, and the Browns have taken the lead. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and that makes it a 17-10 score. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is
And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 47. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
After the loss to start out, here's second and 11. To throw, Mayfield. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. It's a big play there for the Browns. 41 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
No gain on the play. Second and 10 at the Ravens' 13-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10.
Hey, alert 33.
Check 24, check 24.
Hey, alert 33. Hey, zoom.
Yeah, check. Hey, Mike. Hey, no, let's switch the mic right here. We'll go Mike 40, Mike 40.
Throwing, Mayfield to the goal line, but it's incomplete. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that, and thus far they've been successful.
Big play coming up. Here's third and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. He may try and run for this. And they're going to drop him well shy of the first as he can only make it to the 11. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's fourth. So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. The kick by Fairbairn is good. And they double him up here. That makes our score 20-10. So his second field goal of the game, and that could turn out to be the big one.
Yeah, you have to make them score twice to beat you, and that's not impossible. But here in the fourth quarter, puts their backs clearly against the wall.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
Mike
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Check, 59.
On 2nd and 12, Watson got his man. It's Williams. 30, 20, 10, and all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Mike Williams, 77 yards, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You've got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you've got another thing coming.
Yeah, and then, by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. And he took the contact as he was throwing it. And the ball drops incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because it nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
Here's Brian Anger now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Here comes Pettis on the return. And nothing but daylight ahead. Past the 20. And he's going to take it all the way into the end zone. What a return, and they've taken the lead. Important extra point up and through, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So after the punt return touchdown, let's see what their opponents can do with this kickoff.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now with a game This
weaving through traffic, and now he's free. The 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nyheim Hines, his 6th touchdown of the season. And once again, the Browns are back in front. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. So it's now a 3-point game here in the closing stages, as a field goal now can only tie it. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one, as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. They run it again with Chubb. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4.
We got 3. We got 3.
Five.
Corners the mark. Squeeze.
And let's pin the mirrors back and go full strip.
Check.
Real.
40's Mike. 40's the Mike. 40's the Mike. Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant.
Mayfield. There he goes left side. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you've still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do? And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Buda Baker with a pick. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now, that's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11.
Here we go.
The Browns in victory formation now as they take the knee.
A loss of a yard. It's now 3rd and 13. Tonight.
So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments in that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So for the Browns, the win is a good one for morale, but little else as they move to 3-8. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Jacksonville Jaguars. Meanwhile, for Baltimore, they suffer their 4th loss so far. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Mm-hmm.